It's a beautiful day. Grab your gear and let's go camping. Beautiful view, and I found a good place to set up for the night. Just back there. And here's a view of camp from behind. One of the best things about a hammock is that it not only gives you a comfortable place to lay down and sleep, but it also gives you a wonderful place to sit down. Now when you sit down in a hammock, you don't sit in it like this, the way you would get in to go to sleep. You fold it back about 1/3 of the way, like this, and then you sit here, and that takes the pressure off of your thighs underneath and makes it much more comfortable. Just a simple tip. Well, I thought I might have a little tea, so I brought some tea to make. I've got my coffee pot I'm going to use just to boil up some water, and my Snow Peak stove. So it's just about tea time. What do you think? Nice and hot. And we'll let that steep for a while and have some Earl Grey tea. That's really good tea. You know, I think I say this every time I go out, but it feels true every time. It really doesn't get much better than this. Such a relief to get out into nature and to see the changing of the seasons up close and personal. Everything is alive right now. I can't tell you the dozens of butterflies and varieties that are all around. I can't get it on camera for some reason. Flowers, the breeze, the leaves, the trees. It's so nice to be out. It's been a long time since I've been able to do this. What a special treat this is. Well, the wind's starting to pick up, so that's going to make cooking a little more challenging. But anyway, tonight we're going to have pizza. Trail pizza. I have all the ingredients here. We have some crushed red pepper flakes, some grated Parmesan cheese, some pizza dough mix that I've added Italian spices and garlic powder, pepperoni, pizza sauce, and about 1/2 cup of grated mozzarella cheese. Let's get cooking. First thing we want to do, the dough mix is in the bowl, and we want to add just a small amount of water. Be careful, you don't want to do too much. And we stir and we let the dough take the amount of water that it wants. We want a really dry, workable dough. A pizza dough. You've seen them on the TVs and the commercials where they throw the pizza dough up in the air. Well, we're not going to do that, but that's how dry it needs to be. and you want to work that dough. You see, it's not really sticking to my hand. Almost feels like Play-Doh, that consistency. And then we'll work with this. Alright, and you just work it with your thumbs until you get it approximately the size of this lid, which is your bake pan. And you also get to decide if you like it thick crust or thin crust. Make it the way you like it. I'm going kind of thin. Can you see the spices in that dough? They really smell great. I can smell the garlic and the Italian spices. Just about ready to put some pizza sauce on. Now I've added a piece of parchment paper, baking paper, just to make it easier to get off. And it also helps prevent burning a little. Then pizza sauce. Next up, pepperoni. And then cheese. How's that look? And a few red pepper. Just to put a little attitude in it. And now it's ready to cook. Now I've featured and talked about my little aluminum mess kit before, so I'm not going to go into that. But this trip I'm kind of also featuring my Snow Peak stove, so we're going to try and use that tonight to make this pizza. So let's see if we can't get it started. The only thing I don't like about this stove is it makes that hissing sound. Put that up on top. And put the lid on. And we'll let that cook. Now you want to have that flame down as low as you can get it, because the hard part is not burning the bottom before the top gets done. Once the cheese melts, it's ready. So that's what we're looking for, that's what we're waiting on. As soon as that cheese is melted, it will be ready, and hopefully we won't burn it. So let's take a look, see how that cheese is. That's looking pretty good. Very good. See if we can't get it out of there. This is where the paper comes in handy. Paper's not hot. You can touch it. There we go. Pepperoni pizza. Trail made. But did the bottom burn? That's the question. Let's see if we can look at it. Can you see under there? It is not burnt. Let me get a cutting board. Take a look at that. Now for the taste test. Pepperoni pizza. Oh my goodness. That's the real deal. Now the advantage of using the Snow Peak stove is that it would be just as easy to make another one. So if I was really hungry, I could make myself a second, or Of course, if I was camping with someone, could make them one. It's a little harder to do when you cook it over a fire. On the other hand, I don't have the smoky flavor that a fire would have given it. So either way, it's good both ways. But there's no reason to not have pizza when you go camping. Well, the sun's going down, but the wind's still going strong. I've had to put on my windbreaker. Well, a windy good night to everyone. We'll see you in the morning. And good morning. What an adventure last night. I had to restake the tarp twice. High winds. But oh, what fun. I was rocking all night long. It was great. Glad to be up, but I can't make coffee. It's too windy. So I'm going to pack up and head on down.